So many videos tell players how to make money in Cabal. For some reason, no one is telling the newbies the best and fastest way to earn ALS. Thankfully, I discovered this method recently during the numerous event periods Cabal held this year. This method, of course, is selling the event letter items. Of the about 5 billion ALS I earned recently, I owe probably 70% of that to selling these magnificent items for gamblers. For those unfamiliar, whenever Cabal has a major event period like episode releases, anniversaries, or holidays, there are always these letter collection events wherein people can pick up items that drop from dungeons in order to exchange them for a box that gives a random reward. The current period in Cabal is the Myth Collection event. Like previously stated, players who collect a certain number of the letters M, Y, T, and H can exchange them to event NPC Yui for a box. This event lets mission dungeons drop the M and Y letters, DX dungeons drop the T letters, and mobs in the Senilia map drop the H letters. But we only care for the M and Y letters. This is because these give us the most money compared to the effort and price of entry we put in. And doing low-level mission dungeons will be way more rewarding than DX dungeons or killing mobs in Senilia. I managed to get an average of 3 M's and 3 Y's per run in the Frozen Tower of the Undead B1F. I also managed to sell these letters for about 700,000 ALS each. Doing 30 runs of EOD1 already gave me 90 M's and 91 Y's, for a total value of 126.7 million ALS. Combine this with running Volcanic Citadel 30 times, we also get around 90 to 100 pieces each, for a now total gain of 259 million ALS every day for this event period, giving you easily around 1 billion ALS per 5 days. DX dungeons also give you another type of letter, but these dungeons have a really low drop rate, giving only an average of 0.5 per run. Combine that with the fact that DX dungeon entries cost quite an amount of money, it's only worth running if you've already done your normal mission dungeons but still have time left. Same goes with farming mobs in the Senilia map, which has a terrible drop rate and requires players to have a pretty good amount of combat power to farm. First of all, you typically sell these letters using the Open Your Own Shop option. This means you will have to be logged into Cabal to sell them, and that you need a couple hours of being AFK. Which brings us to the first tip, which is to start selling 3 days before the event ends, at the latest. The ideal time to sell would be starting from a week before the event ends. You do not want to be standing in bloody ice 6 hours before all the items disappear, because this will make you want to panic sell and it is not worth the stress. The second and final tip is to sell the letters in stacks that is divisible by the minimum number of letters you can exchange to the NPC. So if the box requires 7 M's or 7 Y's to buy one, you should sell the letters at 7, 14, 70, or even 700. This makes selling them much faster, as both rich and poor people can buy your letters. Selling these letters is most definitely the fastest way to earn ALS in Cabal. It is also in part of always happening during event periods, which normally give added item drops, XP gains, or even free premiums. I personally think it's only worth playing Cabal during these big event periods, as the normal game is pretty bad. This is also the last Cabal video I'll upload in a while, as I've had my fill of Cabal this year. Thank you for watching and happy grinding, fellow noobs.